Ms. Merrill can come in. Okay, court will be in session. This is case number 16 PO 000347K. Justin Clark Merrill versus Leah Merrill, also known as Leah Brown. Ms. Brown, or Ms. Merrill, what do you go by?
Leah Merrill.
Okay, Ms. Merrill's present in court today. Ms. Merrill's present as well. There was a small claim application filed in this case on the 20th, I think it was, of June. Let's get to it. 20th of June it was filed. And it was granted on the 20th as well. Hearing was set for today at 9:30 because an extension was requested. On July 12th, we got a notice from the Nye County Sheriff's Office indicating that the order was not served on Ms. Merrill, and they attempted to do so and were told that she had moved to Arizona. So the order hadn't been served until this morning at about 9 o'clock. Ms. Merrill appeared at the counter and wanted a copy of the protective order. So my staff provided a copy of the entire file and the order in the application. So you got all that, is that correct, Ms. Merrill?
Yes.
Okay. And what we did is we just went ahead and completed the proof of service in the case. What I'm going to have you do is just the spot line here where it says signature of the adverse party. If you'll just sign there and then print your name and address for the. So you'll sign here and then print your name there at the bottom line. That'll indicate you got it.
Address right here.
How did you happen to come to get this today?
My husband is just upset that I filed divorce, and
But how did you know we were having this hearing? Because nobody ever served. That's what I don't understand.
I was served not near as many papers, so I'm not sure if the police.
Who gave it to you?
It was a policeman in Arizona. He served me.
Huh? And let me just make sure we see what you had. You have what you got, so we know what we're all talking about, or
Yes.
okay. Because quite honestly, I wasn't ready to go forward with this when I saw you hadn't been served, so it was kind of a surprise when you appeared today because we didn't think you were coming, we didn't think you knew. But what did they give you in Arizona? Did it look like this? Or was it?
I'm not sure about that, but the first pages I definitely did get of this.
Well, in any event, we're ready to go forward with it today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you still seeking the order, Mr. Merrill?
Yes.
Okay. And are you opposed to the order being issued or extended? Yes. Okay. And you're ready to go forward? You had enough time and everything?
Mm-hmm.
And you ready to go forward?
Yes.
Okay. So how it's going to work then is I'm going to have you both sworn, and we will have a hearing on the matter to see whether or not the order should be extended. Mr. Merrill, you'll get to go first because you are the applicant in the case and you do have the burden of proof. You'll present everything you want to with respect to why you want the order and why you want it extended. Once you get done with everything you want to, Mr. Merrill, I'll turn to you and you can explain all the reasons why you don't want the order extended. So, do you have any witnesses other than yourself, Mr. Merrill?
No.
Any witnesses other than yourself, Ms. Merrill? Okay. All right, so if you both stand and raise your right hands, we'll have you sworn.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in this matter before the court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, you can both be seated. Do you have any questions about how we proceed? Okay. I'm going to advise you of this. I don't have any idea what this is about. I don't remember it when it came in. Like I said, I haven't looked at it this morning other than just to flip through and see the little bit that I went over. So, assume I know nothing and tell me a story. That's the easiest way to do it. Okay, so Mr. Merrill, go ahead.
Okay. About a month ago we came in, I think it was on the 20th, like you said. I felt I needed to do that because of the relentless text, calls, nasty things in the text, which I have submitted all to the court, which I believe that you have in your possession. It got to the point that I was sick and couldn't even go to work. Approximately a couple weeks before that, we went to court down in Nye County with Judge Wanker, which Lee did not show up for. The judge issued some concerns in that. That case number is CV-003-7421, wherein she also gave me a temporary physical custody of the kids until the matters were resolved. And then after that, I literally got, in 1 week, and it was over 200 texts from Leah, and I think over 100 FaceTimes and phone calls while I was trying to work. And it caused me great distress. That last Sunday of that weekend before he came in and filed, I was so sick I couldn't go into work. And I'm trying to take care of the girls, and she made references to she's going to come up and with some of her friends, I don't know who they are, and take the girls, which, at that point I just said we'll let the court see all this and see what they decide they want to do. Since then, since she knew that she was served, it's been quiet. It's been great, actually. I don't want to try to take the kids away from her. I never did. Before that, she talked to them all the time. Not necessarily on her schedule, but whenever I wasn't at work or any other time, basically, she could, or when the girls wanted to talk to her. But up to this point, since the order was issued, it's been great, other than the fact that the kids haven't been able to talk to their mother. It's been, Lee has abided by it since she got served, I know that. And all of those texts, all of the harassment has stopped, and any kind of threats have stopped since then.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Ms. Merrill?
Your Honor, I left Justin because of the violence and the hostility towards me, and he won't stop the steroids, even though I repeatedly tried to ask him to. I went and filed divorce, and I'm devastated. I haven't talked to my kids in a whole month. I don't know how it's possible to be accused of harassment when I'm in another state. I've never even met this girlfriend of his. It appears that she wrote this order and Justin signed it because it's not his handwriting. All the accusations, I don't know what else to say, but they're all wrong. Justin's left me completely destitute, and the reason I didn't go to our first hearing is because of a breast cancer scare. It was in the hospital, but the judge didn't award an extension. And so naturally, all she heard was the slander, and she ordered a temporary physical custody order. I finally hired an attorney this week, and we're filing our opposition. Justin's upset that he will have to pay child support and alimony, and that's all this is about. It's just, he's upset I filed divorce.
Anything else? Mr. Merrill, anything else?
Yes. I would like to say that Leah left in January. This is the first time she's been back in Ely since January. I'm not upset that she left. Frankly, it doesn't even matter anymore. All I care about are the kids. Her breast cancer scare was just another tactic that she uses. This is the first time she's actually shown up to court for not only anything in this matter, but the matter in Pahrump or the matter versus her other daughter in Arizona since February. And nobody's held her to anything up to that point. There's been no orders except for in the last month. She's been free to come and go as she chooses, and she has chosen to not come up here one time. She's chosen to go back and forth between Arizona and Pahrump on her own accord. There's even one point a couple months ago that she called and said she was in Vegas and was going to come up here and see the girls, which was fine. Made arrangements for that, and then she called and canceled. And again, that was all on her own accord. I've been more than willing to do whatever she wanted to do to see or be with the kids. And up to this point, nobody has stopped her until we got the order a month ago.
Anything else?
That's it.
Anything else?
I think he just proved my point that I am no violent or danger. This is unwarranted. It just shows how heartless he is because there is an issue and I'm going to breast surgery. My breast implant is leaking silicone and I have to go into surgery. And it just shows how much he doesn't care.
Anybody have Judge Walker's order?
I do not have it with me.
Do you happen to have a copy?
I believe I do, yes.
Okay. I want a copy of it and see what she's ordered. And here's why. I'm just going to tell you both why. This is a fight over the kids. That's what the big thing is about. I don't do child custody here.
Right.
So I want to see exactly what Judge Walker has ordered, and so my order does not contradict or impinge upon what she has going. Because that's her area of expertise, and I'm not getting in the middle of that.
Sorry, I've got so many people.
That's fine. Take your time.
Oh,
I'm going to look through the file while you're doing that.
okay. And I can submit to you also my counterclaim, which will be provided, submitted to the night.
I just need her order right now. But do get that submitted to Nye County so they can get this fixed.
I think I gave it to my attorney.
Okay, that's fine. But you both have copies of it somewhere?
Yes.
You have it, Mr. Merrill?
I do. I don't
Okay.
have it.
All right. Any reason, Miss Merrill, that you need to have any contact with Mr. Merrill outside of through your attorney in the divorce case?
No other than just my kids.
Okay. But not with him? Okay. All right. You had said, Mr. Merrill, something about I think you said nasty or mean things in the text. I'm not sure which one you said. What did you mean by that?
Threatening things.
What was the threat?
I'm going to come up there with a couple of my, I can't remember the exact quote, but you do have them in front of you there. And get the kids, you're going to be sorry, things of that nature. Which, frankly, I don't have any idea what she means, but I can only assume the worst.
Are they marked in here in any way? I see you've got some stuff marked in pink.
I believe I put asterisks on the side for some of the major ones, as I recall.
What about these texts?
I believe that they were tampered with. Some of the things I did say, some of the things I did not say, and that's one of the issues that we're going to address in our divorce. He also puts in there that I'm going to come up with a gun because I know somebody with a gun. I think everyone in here knows somebody with a gun. That doesn't mean I'm coming to, at gunpoint to get my kids. This is all just a step that he's trying to use in our divorce, and that's all this is. That's all this is about. And I just plead your honor that you'd allow me to see my kids today.
May I respond to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
She's made reference to her boyfriend treating her extremely badly, not knowing what he's capable of. I don't know what he's capable of either. All those things are referenced. I am not tampering with any text. I still have them all saved from the server from AT&T. There's no way I can tamper with them. I haven't done anything but simply printed off what was there. I still have every single one. They're all still saved. There's no way to tamper with somebody's text. I don't even know why she would say that.
Do you have an attorney, Mr. Merrill?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who is it?
It's lost.
Somebody local?
No,
Okay.
they're down in Vegas for the other matter.
Okay. Do you have an attorney?
Yes.
Somebody local?
In Nye County.
Okay, so I don't know who they are then. Alright, anything else, anybody? Okay, hearing nothing, then the court's considered the application here. Under the statutes, the court can issue an order, an extended order, or a temporary order if there is reasonable grounds to believe that the crime of stalking is being occurred. Stalking is a course of conduct over time that would cause a person to feel intimidated or harassed. And, quite honestly, the stack of text messages is enough for that. So there is reasonable grounds to believe that this crime of stalking may be committed against Mr. Merrill. That's a really low standard, Ms. Merrill. So the order is going to be extended. It's going to be extended for, how long do you want it extended for, Mr. Merrill?
I would like it to the duration of Judge Wanker's proceedings, and then whatever she says will go by that. That's all I want.
When's your next hearing with Judge Walker?
It's not set yet. They're preparing everything. We don't have a date yet.
Okay. All right.
Your Honor, can I say one more thing?
But it's not going to make any difference, but you can.
He broke his own order and he called me and asked me to move back in with him. And I asked him if I'm such a danger and all these things you say about me, how on earth could you entertain the idea that I live with you? He asked me to come sleep with him in his own bedroom and things of that nature, and I actually have it on recording.
You had any contact with her?
Yeah, I up until I knew that she was served, we were talking because I wanted her to talk to the kids. Once I knew that she was served, we hadn't had any contact at all. Absolutely. But I did not say those things in that manner.
Okay, here's the deal. Don't have contact with Mr. Merrill for the next 90 days. Don't have contact with Mr. Merrill for 90 days. Judge Wonker's order with respect to child visitation, custody, all of those things, I can't change it. So, I could cut it off and say you don't get to have contact, but I'm not going to do that. So if Judge Wonker's order allows for visitation, that's to be done. If you have visitation, you have to comply with that. I don't know what it says, that's why I wanted to have it. But I don't have it. So you have to comply with that. If it says visitation on the weekends, she gets the kids on visitation on the weekends. If it says visitation some other time, that's fine. If it says phone calls, that's fine too. You can have contact with your children pursuant to her order. I'm not going to change any of that. If you do have to switch, what's the visitation situation?
It's basically it's more or less supervised.
Where?
anywhere, just supervised by myself or somebody in the court.
Alright, here's what you need to do, because this ain't gonna work. I'm not changing her order, but you can't have contact with him for 90 days. Or until Judge Wonker orders otherwise. That's the beauty of this. Get your paperwork filed with Judge Wonker, get some order set up for visitation, and she can modify this order to however she needs to. But at this point, until she's made some ruling, I don't want you contacting them except through an attorney. I don't want you contacting her except through an attorney. If there is visitation that needs to be done, you can set up something through your attorneys to swap the kids or whatever you need to do. But that's how I want you to have any contact is through your attorneys.
I'd also just like to put on record, I know it won't make a difference at this point, but he put in there that my kids have been going to the school here, and that's a half truth. He didn't disclose that my kids were enrolled in Arizona in school, and he took them out of school without my consent, and me and my kids were moving back into our Arizona home, and I reported it. The police didn't do anything. They called it a civil matter.
And here's the other problem we've got. We've got a Nye County divorce decree, Arizona residents, and we're, for lack of a better term, screwing around with this in White Pine County. Another reason why Judge Walker needs to get involved. So, the best thing you can do, Miss Merrill, is get your stuff filed in Tonopah, ask, I assume that's where they meet still, get in front of Judge Walker, ask her to set up the visitation, do all that, because I can't do it. I'm not allowed to do it, and I'm not capable of doing it. So, just don't have contact with them except through your attorney. Don't have contact with her except through your attorney. Comply with Judge Walker's orders. If you need some guidance on how to do that, contact her and get something set up. Okay? We all clear on that? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
May I ask one question?
Yeah.
I would like her to be able to talk to the kids. Could I, at least without me being involved, have the kids call her?
How old are the kids?
11 and 9.
Yeah, they can call.
Okay, great.
The kids, this order only applies to you two.
Okay.
You don't and don't tell your kids, tell your mother X, Y, and Z.
No, I don't.
Don't tell your kids, tell your father A, B, and C, because that'd be a violation of the order. But if they want to call, they can call you. Do they have their own cell phones or anything?
Janessa does,
Okay.
yes.
You can call Janessa's cell phone within reason. I mean, don't.
I wasn't provided
time.
her phone number. Can I?
Do we have it?
It's the same phone number that she's had. I will turn it back on. I didn't have it on through this order because I didn't want
Okay.
any of that to be.
Again, I don't want you texting or phoning him. You can call your children and everything and do that. And you can set up visitation. And again, all the phone calls are consistent with Judge Wonker's order. If her order doesn't allow you to do something or tells you to do something different, don't tell her that I told you to. You comply with her order. That's going to be written in the order. Essentially, the order's going to say don't contact him, don't contact her. Judge Wonker's order remains in effect with respect to any contact between the parents and the children. And this order doesn't change any of that. Okay? Any questions?
I just want to make sure to clarify. If Janessa doesn't have her phone for some reason, I want to be able to let her to call. I'll give the phone to Janessa and or
She can use your phone to
Great,
call. But
okay.
Yeah, so let them call you.
Which is what I
Okay.
want.
All right. So let's do that. They will call you, Miss Merrill, and you can do all of that. Get that file in Tonopah as soon as possible, because she can wipe this whole order away and set it up how she wants it, because she knows more about it. She has more ability to do that. That's specifically provided for in the statute. Because this is an emergency kind of last-minute sort of thing that I don't have a lot of ability to do. You guys need to get with, and it sounds like you're working that way, with the family court in Nye County, where they can kind of cut apart this relationship for you. The only thing, I've got is a big hammer, and I can pound you to apart. That's going to make a horrible mess. So that's why I'm only doing it for the 90 days. And that's to give you guys all time to get it to Judge Walker, get it all sorted out. All right, so we'll be in recess on this case. Do I have you put your address on here, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And your address is still the one you had earlier?
Yes.
Okay. And I think we've got your phone. Did we call you and tell you your order was ready to pick up?
Yes, you did.
Okay, we'll call you again and let you know this was ready to pick up. Okay, all right, we'll be in recess. Miss Merrill, I'm going to let you go first so you're not crossing paths in the area.
Can I get a copy of today's hearing, an audio?
We'll have to charge you. Well, actually, you'll have to talk to transcript for this because that's the only way we can do it.
And that
No, if you'll stop at the counter, we'll get. You know what? We'll do this because I'm not sure we're going to have it real handy. You write your phone number down.
Okay.
And what we'll do is we'll get a hold of the transcriptionist and we'll have her get in touch with you. And same thing, if you want to copy of the transcription or anything you need to get with the transcription, just let us know.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So go ahead, Mr. Merrill. Do you need anything else while you're here before we? Okay. So go ahead. You can leave, and then Mr. Merrill will have you wait about 5 minutes so you're not crossing paths and anybody's violating any orders. You can just have a seat out here at the table and while we wait. Okay. Do you have another one? Anybody else out there, Doc?